Hey everybody, welcome back for the final episode of Pat's Game, the March game. We've got some winners, we got some losers. Aaron just got out of the red into the green. He's up $165 now. Just got a winner in the last episode.
Still stacking chips.
We're back at it. Fourth and final episode of this massive 5-5 game. 5-5-10 game, really.
Really, yeah.
I don't think anybody did it. Delisle now with the ace-queen.
Jack's still on top of the leaderboard here.
Yep, Aaron's even now. Brian's still buried. Pat's buried. Meech is buried.
Yeah, Aaron got even courtesy of Jack, and Jack is still the big winner. So
Peter's our newest player. He just came at the end of the last session. Pocket sixes.
Kang's up and down. Kang's bluffing a lot.
Kang's
He's getting
still
some
up.
through.
He's still up. He's up a good amount, but he was up bigger. He's pressing his luck. Ooh, ace-king suited. 3 bets here from Dan. Boston Dan. The golf sweater Dan.
Golf sweater Dan.
That sweater's awesome.
Making it 255.
255. 210 to call from the ace-queen with 2 players behind you. My ace-queen shrivels up real fast. I mean, I'm not folding ace-queen there, but I'm not happy about it.
You can fold. Interesting to see what 7-6 of hearts and sixes are going to do behind.
I mean, I like 7-6s, and if the 7-6 called, then we're definitely going to see the other one. Oh, it was Harrison's golf club. Nice. I knew it was a golf club box. Harrison got a little 7-iron.
Nice.
Got a little 7-iron for him to play with. It's green. He'd probably get a bitch about that, but oh well. 7-iron's the #1 club for players to play.
Look at this flop.
Yeah, so Delisle flops Broadway. Dan flops a royal draw.
With top
pair. And a gut shot. See how Delisle plays this.
We can see all the money going in here on the flop.
Very easily could.
If Delisle decides to raise here.
What an opening hand for our fourth and final session. It's like Ken planned it. I did plan it.
Did you?
I didn't want this to be the last episode, so I kicked it over one so that this would be the first of the fourth.
Smart.
It's a good opener.
So we're going to see a raise here from Delisle, I think.
Yep. Chunk of black chips going in there. Raises to 550. So 200 from Dan. 550 from Delisle. Dan's got 1,400 behind.
I mean, Dan's got to go all in. Okay, or he's going to flat call.
Maybe he's trying to keep Delisle in. As I think for him, I think he's thinking making sure he keeps him in.
Okay, now we're chopping.
Queen to chop. Oh no, Delisle. This is a 2-time run out. Bad.
All in call, free rolled.
Yeah, twice. Don't do twice. You're getting free rolled. All right, let's see if Delisle can fade twice here. Not get quartered.
There's once.
And quartered. Quartered, folks, means he wins half the pot. Quartered. I mean, I guess it's a good thing he ran it twice. If he runs it once, he loses everything.
Yep. I'll still run it twice even when I'm getting free rolled. I'll take a quarterback in that nightmare situation. I mean, what a bad turn for Delisle.
Rotten turn. I mean, you can't blame Dan. Where's Dan going to go?
No.
Nowhere. That's one of those hands, I love to say it. This plays itself. The only way Delisle was going to get out of that hand was not calling the 210 pre-flop. But how do you fold ace-queen off?
Yeah.
Well, quite an opener, huh?
Trying to think if they got it all in on the flop, what happens?
Run it twice. It comes out queen 7. Dan wins, and then I guess Delisle probably wins the
10
second one.
and then brick. We don't know.
We'll see what the river was. It would have been nice to know, but you never know.
I think Dan's happy with 3/4 there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dan's not upset by that. I do always find that when other players start doing the math, they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Just do it like this. And I'm always like, I feel like you're better off just letting the dealer go through it, do the whole thing. It does kind of stink to take all that extra time to do it, where they actually pull the pots out, pull them together, split them up, chop them up. But I feel like players are much happier in the long run doing it that way versus, well, we know the pot's $1,000, so he's going to get $750. You're going to pay him $250. You just tell him what you owe. I feel like players always feel like there's something wrong in that situation.
Yeah.
Just take the time, let them do it. it's not a big deal. Everybody walks away where they feel like the hands,
I feel like more so in Hold'em, too, because quartering happens a lot less. In PLO, I feel like they all just, know.
Kind of know, right.
Because, when it's quarter, it's just half of your stack.
Goes to the other player.
Right.
But that feels like it's wrong.
Yeah. And then 3/4 of the pot.
You're right. PLO players, I feel like it happens so much more.
Because it happens so much more where people are getting free rolled and people have the same straight and stuff like that. It's kind of tough to get quartered in Hold'em.
Well, we saw it. Peter with the big ace queen after we just watched an ace queen get mopped.
Peter raising it to 40. Meech muck, Pat muck, Kang muck, Jack muck. A lot of mucking. Over to Brian, who's in there with 97 of diamonds, a hand that I would never fold as well. Dan's out. Dalal with ace king. Now Dalal's got ace king against ace queen. He's going to be 3-betting to 135. Peter's coming along. Brian cannot resist. Of course not. You're this deep with a hand like this. I mean, you are out of position, but still. Going 3 ways, 530 in the pot. Ace king, ace queen, 97. Queen 5-3. What a flop for Peter. Dalal's going to continue. He's got all the aces, the kings, the queens, the jacks, the ace queens in his range here. Interesting to see what Peter's going to do on this $1,750 stack. All options are open to him. He elects to call. He's in position. Peel a turn. Still maybe a little scared. Another spade. Does pair the board. Quick check from Dalal. You can check back in pot control. However, then you risk a spade coming. He's willing to pot control. Risk a spade coming. And now it should be a pretty easy value bet here on the river after Dalal checks again. Quick check, too.
Wow, Dalal goes from ace queen, flops the nuts, loses half of his stack, to next hand getting ace king, losing.
Getting out flopped by ace king.
Getting out flopped by ace queen. It's a rough 2 hands for Dalal.
It is, and he makes the correct fold on the river at least.
Good fold, good fold.
Peter takes one down. I like the way Peter played that. V-pip. Peter just sat down. Jack and Brian playing the most hands. Dalal in there too. Aaron Kang, middle of the pack. Meech and Pat playing a little bit tighter. And Dan. The 3 you'd kind of expect to be playing the tightest are playing the tightest, and the 3 you'd expect to be playing the loosest are playing the loosest. Everyone's kind of
doing what they're doing.
Yeah, doing what they're doing. Jack didn't drive all the way to CCG to muck ace 5 suited.
Yeah, we're at the wrong table. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. 120.
Peter with ace queen again. We got a blind 20, a blind 40 out there, so Jack's going to take the ace 5 suited and make it 120. It is a 4-bet, however, the 20 and the 40 are blind, so it's less of an actual 4-bet.
Yeah.
Peter could get crazy here with the ace queen, but he doesn't. Meech gives them a free $40. Another good spot for Peter. Let's see if he can flop an ace, and it'll be a really good spot. 5, 6, 7. Bottom pair for Jack. Checks. Check back. An 8. Interesting. Probably not many 9s in Jack's range. Peter could have probably stole that one with a bet here. But he doesn't, and now I think Jack's going to take the opportunity to realize that Peter probably doesn't have much here. We would have heard from him. Jack takes it down. Bluffing, but he did have the best hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, couple diamonds, couple clubs. Pure aggression from Jack, taking it down. Dalal almost out of it. Our next, actually, Dalal's been up the whole game. He just hit into the red, but basically even. Peter puts the $10 straddle on. We are on Meech with King 10 under the gun. Make it 50, make it 30. Makes it 30. Kang, ace, deuce out of there. Jack. 3 betting the 7 deuce of diamonds to 175. Getting creative.
I like it.
Tough to not like 3 betting with 7 deuce.
Ooh, look at these hands he's up against.
Wow. All right, so Dalal calls. Now Aaron has a situation. Is he going to 4-bet? I think he might. He does.
He does. What a 4-bet.
450.
Fantastic. And now we see the opposite of the trickle effect. We see everybody just muck down to Bilal, which is the only player he wouldn't mind seeing a call from. And he takes it down.
Yep. Nice little play there, realizing that, Jack's kind of riding his rush.
All right, Jack. What is it? Oh.
Realizing that if Dalal's not 3-betting Jack, he probably doesn't have that strong of a hand.
Right.
I mean, ace Jack's kind of the strongest hand Dalal can have there, and he's still mucking, so great play.
Mark, very much appreciate the fact that you're giving us the comment on the outs from a 2-week-old contest. Just rips it out. 19 outs.
19 outs.
I love it. Give him a like.
Okay, Brian 3-betting the 6 deuce. Okay, hold on. 20, 40, 80, 160, all blind. Okay. So we have a 5-bet pre, and then Meech is going to take this opportunity and all that dead money to just shove $1,800 with ace 10 off.
Right, yeah. 1850.
Jack.
All in for Meech. Jack's considering it with his 7-6 suited.
I mean, he does have $80 out there.
I mean, that's a lot.
And I call another 1,740 more.
I mean, when you're up, you're up. Ride the waves. Nah, he gives it up. Brian, get jiggy with it.
Still. Let's find out together. Let's look together.
Were these the blind bets again?
Yeah, 5-bet. 160 blind. 80 blind, 40 blind.
Can't do it.
Can't do it with
Again,
the 6 deuce off.
Meech would never go all in with ace 10, but in this scenario, with the goofiness happening, this is where the prop bets come in, and it makes the game. I mean, it makes the game more fun.
It does.
It's different though. I mean, it makes you play a different game. Voluntarily putting in the pot, Peter, 50%. I like the new 1 seat. New 1-seat plays. Poor Joey couldn't outlast getting cards because it seems like
yeah, Peter's at ace queen.
Peter's at ace queen,
twice.
6s. That first hand we don't know what he had, but we guarantee it was an ace something.
81.
Yeah, 81. Yeah.
All right, 5, 5, 10, 20 action on Jack. 8, 7 of diamonds. Probably going to be 100.
So you won't tell me, but you'll tell him?
Maybe 55, 65.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Dan, ace, king of hearts, 3-bet incoming. How big? Maybe 200? 200 it is. Dalal's out, Aaron's out. This is going to thin the pack a little bit. Peter's out, Meech is out with my favorite hand. Pat 6-3 of hearts. He ain't putting $1 in, let alone 65. Or let alone 200. Kang with a mystery hand. Kang is a good seat to have in the 4 seat.
He is because you have no idea what he could have.
Correct. So, it's...
4 seat, 500.
Kang making it 500 here. 5 bets to 500 with God knows what. And I mean that in a literal sense of we have no idea what he has. 5, 5, 10, 20. So this is a blind 20 from Kang. So this is his first action, which is basically a cold 5-bet here, which is very strong. Jack, you're stuck in the middle here. Dan's got something. No point. I know you want to gamble here, and just if you drill a flop, you can get it all, but this probably isn't the spot. And just as I say that,
gets it in there.
1,300. Wow, Dan mucks ace king of hearts. Unbelievable.
Jack just make it 1,300?
Yeah. After Kang 5-bet, and then you got Ace, King, and Hearts to fold. Snap fold.
Wow.
Didn't even think about it.
Is this another blind race hand?
Only,
just a
it was
crazy-
10-10. It was 5-5, 10, 20. So it was 20. So Jack opened to 65. 65, 200 from the Ace, King, 500 from Kang, 1,300 from Jack. Back to Kang after Dan mucks Ace, King. I mean, one would assume that Kang has Jacks or Queens here, is what I'm guessing. And that's giving him a lot of credit. However, he did cold 5-bet a guy who 3-bets not that often in Dan. So I am putting on Kang on, something legitimate here. It is basically all in the call. Oh no, this could be Jacks. I see 3. I see 3 something. 7-3 of spades and 8-7 of spades.
What a game!
It might not have. I might
What
have
a game!
I would have had to call. Yeah, I would have had to call. Let's go. Oh my God.
Dan, when you look back,
My bad, I guess.
Kang and Jack are the guys that you can stick it in with Ace, King, and
I
Hearts.
almost have to call you.
Obviously, it's much easier. You're putting on somebody having Queens, Kings, Aces, flipping at best, 3 ways. Who knows? Guess Dan didn't want to stick in 2,600 there with Ace, King. You know what I say to that? I don't fly all the way from Boston to Chicago to fold Ace, King, Hearts against 2 crazy dudes. But hey.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I thought Kang had Queens myself, so when they're doing that shit with 7-3, tough to play against.
I know, that's why it looks so strong.
Ace, King, 4, Jack, middle pair, Aaron, gut shots. Aaron did raise this hand, so he is going to continue the story. Obviously, Jack's going nowhere. A harmless deuce that makes Jack 2 pair.
A harmless deuce for most.
Check, check. Ooh, it's a queen ball. There's Aaron's gin card.
Aaron gets there. Kang's laughing. He sees the straight.
And Jack obviously thinks he's good. Wow. Maybe is he going to check raise here? $200 in the pot, so can't get that crazy. 200. Maybe he'll just call.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Jack, you're the best player I've ever seen.
Jack could have lost a lot more.
Oh, like just calling?
True.
Loses the hand.
I think Jack's kind of had
true.
with that. I run into the nuts and I'm going to lose 200.
I won money there.
I was going to check maybe like 1,200. I was like, how crazy can I go?
All of a sudden, Aaron approaching a 5K stack. Kang has the smallest stack with 1,500. That's when you know the game's good.
I think I would have had a call. I was trying to look through the
Moving right along.
It'd been like 1,200.
Brian under the gun. Out of there. Dan.
No, yeah,
King, queen.
I feel like I have to.
Maybe 30.
I think you
30 to
can
go.
show me aces.
30 to go.
Peter. 10. Raise it up to 115.
115. Ooh, Pat with 7s. Doesn't like the 7s. I mean,
3-bet pot.
he's way behind.
Doesn't like him. Jack actually mucking ace-6 of spades. It's just crazy the dynamic when you have Dan opening and Peter 3-betting compared to Kang opening and Jack 3-betting. 9-6-6. Jack would have flopped gin with trip 6s and his ace-6 of spades. And he's sitting there in his head like, I muck ace-6 of spades one damn time the whole night and it comes 6-6-9. Peter down bets 80 with 10s. And Dan correctly mucks. And Peter was probably targeting the ace highs and the king highs to peel off a card there.
Yeah.
And to no success, Dan gets out of the way on the flop. And only loses 115 on the hand.
No, but
Not bad.
Not bad. 5-5-10 again. Brian putting the $10 strail on. Hand 89
So you're
here.
like, you would be losing the second round of stand-up game right now.
yeah, I haven't won a pot since break.
45 minutes left in this
That's what
part
I
4
feel.
of 4.
That's
This was a good game.
Yeah, and then they continued all night.
Yeah.
Continued all night.
You had a big
And it kept being a good game.
last time, right? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember I lose 5K. I look on Instagram like Instamox guy.
We need to hire another tech department guy. Get this game going for 8 hours. Kang's coming along for deuce of hearts. Brian with the ace queen. Let's see if we can get some vintage Brian here in 3-bet. He does 115. Aaron's like, I got 5,000. I'm coming along with the 9-8.
That's why I just
Kang.
lock up.
I've been losing my chips. I'm coming along with the 4 deuce. 3 ways. King 8 4. Middle pair for Aaron, bottom pair for Kang, squadouche for Brian, except for the heart to bet the flop.
You might even win today.
And he does.
I'm not 100%.
Looks like 175. Aaron making the decision to call. Always tough when you have Kang behind you. Kang comes along with a 4, looking to drill 2 pair. Boom. He does not. 3 clubs out there. That's a bad card for everybody. Kang checks. Brian has nothing, so he can continue betting with nothing. No. And after check, Aaron is delighted to check back. And a 6, 4 clubs. Aaron with the best hand with an 8. However, the first to bet's probably going to win. Kang has a lot of heart and a lot of hearts in his hand, which does no good on a 4 club. Flop.
He does have a 4.
He does. I mean, obviously.
Turn that 4 into a bluff.
He's thinking about it. He's gone small a lot with his bluffs. Maybe he can pony up here and go big. Maybe really big. Maybe like 500.
Should have racked up after the
Keep
first
going.
time.
Maybe like 600. Let's overbet.
What fun is that?
Yeah, that's at least pretty big.
What is it?
5? 525? Maybe 425? It's not that big. Brian mucks. Aaron checks quickly and mucks. And there you go. First to bet. Got the heart.
Yeah, it's one of those times. First one in wins. They say that in golf a lot.
You ever played Bingo Bango Bongo?
Yeah, people don't play it anymore.
No, it's an old
It's an
game.
old timer game. It's where like you get a point for like
Yeah, first on the green.
first one to pull
Close
out.
to the pin.
Yeah.
And bingo, bingo. Bongo is the first in the hole.
Right.
First in the hole, first on the green, close to the pin.
Yeah.
It's nice you can lose the hole and win too, though.
We used to play a game called Barkies. Every time you hit a tree, it was $5. But if you hit a tree and hit the tree twice, it was $10. And then at the end of the game, whoever you just pay off whatever you lost. It's great. There's a lot of funny games like that.
Yeah. I remember like Tiger Woods 2005. You could play Bingo Bango Bongo in like the mini games.
All the heads up.
All right. Dalal with the blind 20. Pat makes it 55. Dalal comes along, heads up, king, jack.
If Daniel could do it.
Pat bets 40, and the 4 deuce wins back-to-back hands. 4 deuce of hearts. If you get dealt it,
Yours is a bit,
just flop nothing and keep betting,
Just keep going.
and you're good.
Been a tie basketball game.
5 events this week so far, huh?
It's like halfway through the first half.
Yeah, it's a lot of events.
Folds to the button.
Ooh,
What a big ace king.
suited.
Oops.
Ding. All right. Brian's coming along with ace-7. Delal's coming along with pocket 5s. Brian checks dark. 9-7-3. Brian has the best hand. Check, check, check. Turns a 4. Gutter ball for Delal. Brian's betting 15. Jack's like, I got ace king in a dream. It's only $15.
Ace
Maybe
king
I
in a
can
dream.
whack a king. Nope. 10 ball in the river. Brian has the best hand. I assume it's going to go check, 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 and Brian wins with a 7. $155 pot going Brian's way. Ship that man his money. Move the button. Here we go again. Meech, it's pretty early to be yawning like that, bud. Jack, Brian, and Delal on top. Meech, Pat, Dan on the bottom. Seems accurate. Peter settling in at 37% after a very hot start. Actions on the 1 seat. And ace-jack suited. Taking it 30. Meech and Pat. Call him Muck Island over there. Muck, muck.
That's good. That one caught me off guard.
Brian 3-betting the button with 10-5 of spades. Brian's realizing time of the stream's coming to an end and he's got to get some chips back.
He does.
I'm still mad at him about the nut flush in the
Ace
last.
jack?
No, not the ace jack. The nut flush against Jack. That one hurt my soul a little bit. $200 bet from Brian. Peter's not going anywhere though. Ace jack of diamonds comes along. And this is a very nice hand for Peter to just check call, check call, check call.
Yep.
Checks again. Keeps all Brian's bluffs in there. Pot control a little bit. Brian's going to go for it again.
325? Yeah, half the pot.
So now Peter's saying, if I call off here and have 17 left into a pot of 1,400, what do I do on the rivers? It's either you give them respect for ace queen or ace king now, or you're probably getting
just
sticky.
committed the whole way.
I mean, maybe like the queen of clubs river will get you to fold, but I mean ace 9 gets there now and ace 8 gets there, which were two aces that you were beating. However, what are you going to do?
Yep. Checks to Brian again.
I mean, Brian, 3-bet preflop, bet, bet, bet. He's telling the story. But how
Good
strong?
story. How big a bet here? It looks like a hefty bet.
So the problem here is
725.
is that you can almost eliminate ace-queen now. Ace-queen probably would just check back and showdown here. So now you got to give him credit for something better than ace-queen, which is better than one pair, which is ace-4, ace-king, ace-9, and ace-8. Probably doesn't have ace-4.
Could easily put him on ace king though.
Okay, so ace-king. You got ace-king for value. What are his bluffs? Just, I mean, air balls.
10-5?
10-5 of spades. But I mean, really, what are his actual bluffs? Queen
But again,
10, queen jack.
We're also basing this off of 3.5 hours of knowledge. Peter has not had the benefit of being there for 3.5 hours.
He hasn't.
Folds,
and,
gets shown a massive bluff, and yeah, welcome to the table.
Yeah, and see, that's one of the things where if you're calling the turn, just call the like fold the turn or call the river. You know what I mean?
You kind of make
don't
your,
put in make your decision
stand
on
there.
the turn.
Well, we talked about it when we were playing PLO, or no, we were playing Hold'em the other day. It was like
Can't make a
the
straight
worst case scenario here is you call the turn, fold the river. Like then why
that's-
call the turn?
Right.
Either you think you're good, rip it, or fold. Get out of it. Save the 325.
I mean, I'm
earlier.
fine with calling if you're gonna like give him rope to bluff the river and then call the river. But I don't like you like changing your mind from the turn to the river. Like Brian almost has to keep going.
Yeah.
Like he's so far deep that like all of the
There's no
bluffs that he's
stopping
bluffing
it.
on the
No
turn
stopping
with, he's
here.
bluffing on the river with. But hey, that's what pure aggression does in poker. Puts people to the test.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it
Sometimes
works.
it doesn't. That time it worked.
All right. I missed that pot. But, Peter takes it down with fours. Queen, queen, 7. Fours beat Jack 10 on queen, queen, 7. All right, Jack on top of the leaderboard. Brian still up there, in for a lot. Aaron also in for a lot. So our 3 big stacks are kind of
dwindling.
Yeah, so the guys that
chipped
have...
away at.
Meat shoves, I call.
Okay, here we go. This will be a fun one. 5, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80.
Is that binding? I don't know.
Is that binding? Yes, it is.
So here we go. Action on Brian under the gun. It is 80 to go. I got a sneak peek and I can see Pat's hand, which I'm already annoyed by, but, you know, it's fine. Aaron probably out of there.
Peter. I've already got him down as a fold.
Dream spot for Pat. Peter did fold. Meech is going to make it $1 million here with all this dead money again, probably.
With ace-7 of clubs, which he normally would be very happy with. Pat, little smirk there. Folks, when you're watching Pat play, if he smirks, he's got kings.
Interesting to see what Pat's going to do here.
3-bet to 310 from Meech.
Is Pat's just going to make it 1100 here, or if he's going to get cute and flat call? You don't want to ruin your action. Knowing that Meech is going to open kind of all of his suited aces and all of his kind of good cards with all that dead money, maybe you can think about not 3-betting? He does. It's fine, obviously.
I like the bet here.
You can do
Isolate
either one.
it. If he's got a good hand, maybe he's going to... I mean, I feel like at this point, it's not a call. Either Meech is going to get it all in or fold.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like put him to the test now. Figure out where you're at. I mean, you're calling either way.
I mean, he knows where he's at. He's got kings.
It is what it is.
Okay. Meech is all in.
However many times you want, Meech.
However many times you want Meech, he says.
Let's do it twice. Alright.
Twice?
That's not good, so it's not in.
I wish our dealer here would put a little 2 for the camera. Maybe he will.
Yeah, they said twice.
I'm talking to him, so he can hear me.
Brian did it.
I've won like this.
Yeah, you have.
There you go. Easy game.
Ace ball in the window.
Board number 1, run out for Meech.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, no, he
Ooh,
wasted an
Meech
ace.
wasted an ace. You're down to 1 ace, Meech.
But only 1 club.
Number 2.
Looking for some clubs now.
You got ace-9 and he's just...
And the second board is...
Yeah, that's why one or
Pat's
three,
pulling back, so chop it up.
Yeah, chop it up, folks.
never twice.
2 happy winners.
Twice is no fun. One or
Kings
three.
against ace 7.
I always go once.
Pretty wild.
This man's game.
Somebody said they always go
He
once.
hasn't won any hands, so they got it twice.
Compassion.
And I was probably smoked, so.
God bless me.
Bless you.
What a time for king.
And they
All right,
end
so
up,
it is a split pot.
they make about $40 each in the dead money out there, and we move on to the next hand. $4,000 pot though with ace 7.
Honestly, as you can tell, I'm not holding moves. I know. Just in case I wanted to talk. I'm not
Trying to get the computer to read that they chopped that pot on 2 boards.
I do always hold.
Okay, there's our V-pips chilling.
I need it twice.
This is kind of the
I already got sacked there.
the V-pips have been holding steady now that we're 100 hands in. We finally have enough data
To actually
the-
make it
I'm
normal.
happy with the run out.
to get their true V-pips.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like a blind 20. Looks like a blind 40. Brian looks at his hand and makes it. Oh,
Is
looks at
Pat
his hand
going to
and
do
calls.
a game this weekend?
I don't know.
I'm going to text him right now.
Okay.
Pat, if you're watching the stream, I'm texting you right now. If you want to get on the stream game, leave a comment. I will send you my phone number. Text me. We'll get you on the list.
Need like a
We've had a couple of people think out about it.
6-side flop. I'm winning this hand. Check.
All right, Aaron 4-betting the king queen here.
Brutal.
Bad.
Brian checks. And Aaron, you know, this is one of those flops where he doesn't hit anything, but he has the range advantage, he has position, he has some equity. You just continuation, and a lot of people fold, including pocket threes, and take it down. Poker at its finest, and Aaron is well into the green now. Brian and Pat there at the bottom.
3, whatever is good. Yeah. I'm only an idiot that's calling 150 with threes.
Okay, we got the $10 straddle on. We got Jack taking a break. The game might just, you know, pause and wait for him. But,
When Jack's gone,
yeah,
the game stops.
Yeah. Oh, Jack's taking a break. Okay, what a Dalal's like. What a perfectly timed. I'm gonna go to the bathroom too. All right, we got the 1 seat Peter coming along with the 10-8 of hearts. Dan open the ace jack here. Brian's coming along as well. There's the straddle E. Ace in the window again. Ace king 5. Brian out pipped. Dan continuations. Brian's going nowhere with his ace.
Neither's Dan.
45. 65.
And Brian's searching for a 9 or a 5 or a 4.
Or a king. Nope, king doesn't help.
No.
Oh, so close to a 9.
Club though.
Yeah, it's going to be check, check, showdown, ace, jack, good. Small pot. No worries about that one, Brian. Let it go.
I do feel like... No, maybe I shouldn't say it. It's fine. I just feel like Brian, you can tell in his body language when he like gives up on a hand, or like when it's like expecting it to go check back, and it's like nah, and then like yeah. And obviously, it never has not mattered yet because the person has like kind of obliged and checked back because Brian kind of feels it's gonna go check, and then I don't know. I mean, nobody's ever like punished them and just taken and turned into a bluff where they were gonna check back, but. Feels like you can kind of tell when Brian has given up. All right,
Brian, use that
opens.
to your advantage next time.
Muck. Dalal's back and Jack's back.
Dalal likes his ace.
60? 60. 6 deuce and 7 deuce. Pat. King Jack.
King Jack suited.
See if he can swim off Muck Island, and he does. 200.
You give me $60 back?
Jack with a 10-7 of spades, and Dalal gets out of there too, realizing Pat's probably pretty strong with that small blind 3-bet. Pat takes it down. Constructing a good small bet 3-bet range is kind of hard. It's the hands that you don't want to play out of position with that are strong enough to raise with. It's like, no, it's one of those things I never really studied. But seems like King Jack of Spades is in there as one of those 3-bet hands from the small blind. $10, $20, $40, all blind. Aaron Mucks, Peter with 6s. Interesting, yeah. 6s are a tough one.
Is that a blind raise or you?
And we're moving along. 6s in the muck. Come on, camera, swing over to the other side of the table so we can see. We're all the way over to Jack.
And then Jack makes
Here we go. Obviously, this is the hand I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a 4-bet from Jack with 9-6. Which isn't really a 4-bet because there's some blind stuff going on.
Yeah.
But the long calls with the ace-5. Ace-queen 10. Squadouche for Jack. However, he has a lot of heart, so he will continuation bet here. 100 and a call. We're going to a turn heads up. Another 10. Pairs the board. See if that's going to slow Jack down. I'm going to say it's not. Dalal's just playing pure defense here. You have no idea what he's got. Basically calling to chopping instant ace or lose to all the value hands you can have. He does call again. Interesting to see what Dalal's going to do on the river. This is another spot where you don't want to, if you made your decision up on the turn that you're good, let's not shy away now, especially from players like Jack, who are very capable of firing
lots of bets.
A very empty clip here on the river. Dalal's got 1,000 behind. There's 1,200 in there. Jack's just gonna bluff shove all in if he's gonna do it. There it is, all in. And now Dalal. What changed from the turn to the river? I mean, backdoor hearts got there, but that's nothing. And then he shakes his head, mucks. And there's another situation where the third barrel changes the person's mind.
Watch the stream, kids.
And Jack takes another one down.
Yeah.
9 high.
Kang's down to just a small winner. Dan's our new next best winner, almost 1,500 up from his original stack. Dalal's down a bit. Peter's down a bit after that big bluff by Brian. Pat's down, and Meech is down.
Wonder where Dan would be if he went with the ace, queen of hearts. Ace, king of hearts, that hand. Against Jack. And Kang. Two crazies. All right, 5-5-10 actions on Dalal. Nines. We're going to see an open here. Okay. I don't know anything. He calls.
It's a tough game to comment on. Nines. Just limping with nines. Limp raise here coming?
I don't know.
That's what he's hoping for, I would guess.
Maybe. Maybe he's just trying to get in cheap. And here we go. We got a limp fest. Going 5, 6, 7 ways. Maybe 2, 4, 6 ways.
What the heck?
Brian Mucks 10 deuce off for $5 more. They're giving us
Oh, no.
But here we go. Dan has his option, and now Brian looks like a genius, making it 150.
Save
Dalal's
$5.
all in here. Yep.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, this is gonna crush the trickle down effect. Everybody else is gonna get out of the way. Maybe Kang.
I knew I was never getting that fine.
No. Makes Dan's hand better. Jack's out. Down to 2 players. King Queen versus nines. Can Dan make the call on his buddy Dalal? This time next week we'll find out. Actually, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna take a break, folks. Get a count.
Yeah, I don't know. Dan has a strong hand. However, does he have a strong hand against a limp shove?
Yeah, I think.
Are you beating anything?
I think the limp might have saved him here. I think if he'd have opened, I think the hand plays completely different. So we kind of gave him shit about not opening with nines, and as it turns out, he won a nice pot because of it. I mean, $200, but with nines, I'm perfectly happy winning $200. I don't have to see a flop.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Nines are scary.
They are.
Nines are hard.
They're like slightly worse than 10s and a little bit better than 8s.
Yep. Usually. Okay, 5-5. Dalal coming in with the 10, and we're action on Aaron.
Head hearts.
Is the weather going to get any nicer?
Yeah, it's super nice this weekend when I'm gone, of course. It's
Figures.
so nice. I mean, we're cooking this weekend. Actually, might be too nice for poker, but
Nah, it's never too nice.
that's
for
true.
poker.
Thursday 71 and sunny, Friday 73 and sunny, Saturday 73 and sunny, Sunday 78.
Holy cows and
sunny.
monkeys.
Raise 175.
That's nice. That's nice.
Okay, I just looked up to a whole lot of good hands here, so let me figure out what's going on here. Peter limps, Meech limps, Jack, King 9 of hearts, 175. Brian calls 175. Back to Aaron with 10s, who's in there for 175. And Peter, maybe Jack's just punish everybody? I mean, what does he have? Peter has $1,600. You don't really want to play Jacks 5 ways here.
Am I gonna do fold?
But he's going to. Meech is fist pumping to get in for 175 with force here and trying to
Wow,
get
look at
this
this
set.
hand. Ace, king, 10s, jacks, 4s, king 9. Glad I looked up for this one.
What I just said.
Okay. I'm the color guy. And a massive flop.
Great for Aaron. Great for Peter.
Yeah, it's a good flop for jacks, good flop for 10s, which is bad for Aaron.
Brian does have the ace of spades. That's worth something.
Meech, make a bet. Of course, Jack's in there with the best hand.
Brian's not going anywhere with ace king and the ace of spades.
All right, we're going to see an Aaron and Peter show here. What's going to happen now? Which one of them is going to raise? Okay, looks like Aaron.
And now Peter might fold.
Yeah. Raise? No, just a
Yeah, fold. He's got to fold.
raise to 400.
Yeah.
Wow.
As played. I mean, he basically made his decision pre-flop.
I'm going to see a jack or I'm going to get out.
Yeah. And Aaron takes
And now I
down.
think he regrets folding. Maybe he doesn't.
I mean, yeah, with all those players behind and the aggressors behind pre-flop.
Yeah, it's hard to play
It's
jacks.
scary,
from there.
which is why I'm in favor of just stuffing it there for 1,500 pre-flop and trying to take down all those 175s. I mean, there was 175, 175, 175, and 40 and 20 out there. I don't even know what that math is. 2, 4, 6, $620 out there. And again, maybe he gets in it with Brian and he has to win a race, which is, you know, the bad side of that. But it feels kind of bad to put in 175 with jacks, have the flop come 8-3 deuce, and then you have to fold.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Okay, jack, queen 8, we're back at it. Kang raising the jack 10, jack 3 betting to 115 with queen 8 of spades. Aaron 7-4 out of there. Kang says, I'm not messing around with you out of
Yeah, I'm
position.
done.
Jack
Fist
with
bump
fist
by
bump.
Jack.
King of spades, just ace of spades.
Jack's still almost a 5K winner.
He'll probably be in the city. Would have been in the city a couple days ago. Okie dokie. Hand number 102. We got a blind 20 out there from Meech. Pat under the gun. King 4 of hearts. No heart for Pat to open there. Kang would have opened. Jack would have opened. Brian ace 8 off. Calling. Dalal's in there with 10-9 off. The trickle effect down. The 10 deuce of hearts. And Peter calls 10 more with the queen 3. Meech with king 7 off in the... don't think he has an option there. So 9, 7, 6, couple of clubs. Top pair for Dalal. Gutter ball for Aaron. Peter checks. Meech checks. Brian has the open ender and turns the straight. Comfortably betting 40 into 100. Dalal's not going anywhere, probably with top pair and a gutter ball. Okay, I lied. He somehow just mucks top pair and a gutter ball there. With everybody behind, he's probably thinking somebody has an 8. Brian does. Brian takes it down. There you go.
Aaron has shot up this leaderboard.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to hang in there, Aaron.
Those 10s was a big pile.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the ones where he's raising 10s thinking he has the best hand. And that raise gets Peter to muck jacks. It's a good situation.
But not only that, but the Rays got everybody else fell apart there, right?
Yeah, of course.
Raise to 65.
All right, Jack 3. Well, technically it's a 3-bet, but it's an open to $65 here with the blind 20 out there. Dalal calling 4 bets to 175 with king queen off.
I like that.
Muck muck. It is against Jack.
He's got a real hand.
He does. I wonder what Jack's gonna do here. I mean, clearly the fold button isn't on the screen for this hand.
No,
but
I think it's blacked out.
yeah, is it all in? Oh, it's okay. We're gonna see a flop here. We're out of position. We got ace jack off. Don't know if we love our spot. We like our spot a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Check. Dalal checks back. Might be an ace.
Yep. 2 pair for Jack, which gives Dalal a gutter ball. Dalal figures he's going to bet it now. Represent an ace. 2 flush draws out there. Neither player has it.
pretty wet board. Jack might go for a raise right here. Yep.
Yep. It's a good raise.
Unlucky for Jack. Dalal doesn't have anything.
Jenny got in a fight.
It is Jack. Nobody gives Jack any credit in this game.
Yeah,
I
he
think
doesn't
he's
have a
always just
pair,
bluffing.
though.
Very good guy.
It's hard to bluff when you have no real recourse to get a made hand here. Because even if you hit a 10, if it's a black 10, you're not confident with it. I hate drawing to a straight when there's 2 flushes on the board. 2 flush draws on the board.
I agree. It's not the best situation. 5 events this weekend. Holy smokes.
Yeah, baby.
Did you not capitalize mini and mystery bounty because it's small?
It's mini. Do you like that?
Yeah, I would have made like the font a little smaller too.
No, we're not getting that crazy.
All right, blind 20 with 6s, I believe, from Kang. Coming around all the way around to the 1 seat in Peter. Ace 10 of hearts. Peter is picking up some hands. A lot more hands than Joey picked up in Joey's 3 hours. Peter's gotten more in the 45 minutes he's played.
Yes.
He makes it 80. Meech is in there with 7-6. Kang's in there with 6s. 3 ways to a flop.
I like the 7-6 suited.
I think the 6s might win here. Okay. 6s aren't going to win.
Drill's a 7. My
Last
guy's
place.
winning.
Well, no. Peter has 10.
Ah, I forgot about the 10. $100 from Peter.
Meech mucks.
Meech out. 6 is out. Gang, don't go crazy here.
I was about to say, Kang might go crazy here.
Gang, don't go crazy here. Peter, I feel like, has been beaten up on, and he's just not folding.
Yeah,
here.
he's a little sticky.
He's just not folding.
Oh, man, this is well, I don't know if this is unfortunate. This is a good card for Kang.
It is.
That's going to slow Peter down probably and give Kang a chance to take the lead in the
Fire
hand here.
something at it.
Oof.
Check. Might have missed an opportunity there to take down the pot. Ace on the river means Peter's the winner and feels fully confident that he's ready to go. He checks it down,
Peter
though.
was just going to check call there. You don't want to bet the river and then get raised with someone like Kang who's capable of doing it with nothing, and then you're just in a bad spot with ace 10. You just check, and if the guy decides to bet, you call it off.
200-300, whatever it is.
He's either bluffing or he's got a jack. Either way, you're okay with it. Okay, there's our Dalal only in for $800, which doesn't seem possible since he's down 1,000. How could you be in for 800 if you're down 1,000? But I don't know.
He's up stuck.
Both double up, and then I'll double
He must have rebought in something.
Yeah, he's probably topped up. Folding around. I think Meech.
Pat with a real hand now. Meech 3-bet into him. These two seem to get into pots a lot together.
Yeah, Meech is trying to take that dead money, making it 100, and Pat is just going to punish him again and make it 300. I don't think Meech is going to go with this one like he went with the A7. I think that he's going to just muck, snap, and give Pat the black chip. That is the best way to beat a tighter player. Just always muck.
Just muck.
Muck in all the small pots. You can take everyone down. Over and over and over again, you can take down small pots. Okay, Brian's action. 10 to go. Live straddle from Jack. No good. Dan, ace 10.
Ooh,
Allow
ace
ace
10s.
Man, they were one shuffle off from having
See
aces.
who plays it better.
Aces versus 10s.
Ace 6 from Peter.
And Meech dominated with king 10.
Ooh, Pat with jacks.
You might see like 160.
Did you just peg it right?
185.
Pretty close. Down to the ace 10s and ace 10s. One ace 10 down, two ace 10 down. Back to the
There you
Meech
go.
and Pat show.
There's the way to beat the tight guy.
2 in a row.
Also make fun of me.
Moving up, Pat.
I gotta be doing my. I don't know. Every time I play a move with something, I just get fun.
Jack Peter Bryan on top. Still. Jack, 50% V pip. I love it. Dan down there at 20, picking his spots
On my own.
more conservatively.
I already
than-
lost the knit game. So,
Right, Aaron in the muck. Peter mucking, Meech mucking, Pat mucking his button. 5 deuce of hearts. Kang's in there with 6-3. Jack's in there with Queen
6
4.
deuce.
Oh yeah.
Brian checks. It's our first limped pot.
Check.
All clubs again.
Monotone again.
8 of clubs looks like the winner for Brian.
Yeah, Brian with top pair and the 8 of clubs. Nobody else has anything. Dalal can win with an offsuit queen. Other than that,
Game over, folks.
yep. 0%, 0%, 5%. And Brian has a pair.
And Jack betting into him.
Yep. Now it's 100% Brian. King. Check, check. Brian takes down the $70 pot.
The smallest pot of the night so far.
Yep.
Brian and Jack have been involved in the largest and the smallest pot
Yep.
of this game.
Okay, there's our graphics. They changed by $70. All right, we have the $20 blind raised variety on this hand. Peter's out, Meech, 10-9. Calling or making it 100? One of those two. Might be 100 because he's got red chips in his hand. 60. Okay. Thins the field. We
Goes
got
to Brian, who calls.
Brian and Dalal in there with the 73 and the 65.
Look at these hands.
And
These
the
hands are
10-9.
good. These are hands that players have been playing for almost 4 hours and are looking to get even. Spike a winner.
Queen Jack 7. Open ender for Meech. Bottom pair for Brian. Dalal rooting for the 4 of diamonds on the turn to have a chance. 100 from Brian. That's it for Dalal. I'm sorry. 100 from Meech. Brian calls. Meech makes a straight. Brian's drawing dead. Meech with the 10 of clubs also. It's a good turn for him. It's a shame Brian doesn't have much. Snap fold. Meech takes a peek at that beauty and takes down the pot.
It's funny because I just took a picture of my card for the very first time. 'Cause someone asked me to-
Winding down here.
Yeah, we're down to the last few minutes of this game. Now the game does continue on, and it is a great game. So if you want to play this 5-5 game, get on the list. Let us know. It's a couple times a month it's been going.
I think, spoiler alert, I think Brian might get unstuck.
glorious, in fact.
I think Jack might hit 5 figures. A lot happens off stream. It's great.
It's wild.
I mean, it's about what? It's about 8 o'clock here? At this point in
Yeah,
time?
maybe 8:30.
I think they play till about midnight.
Yeah, they started around 4. It was about a 4-hour session with a dinner break in
Yep.
kind of the middle,
And then there is a 2-5 game running behind. Eventually, the 5-5 and the 2-5
kind of combined.
But that wasn't until midnight. This game
It's
stayed
also our
alive.
first game of all men. No ladies.
No Abby.
It's our first. No Abby. No Mung. Sorry, Mung.
very tight fold.
So, ladies, get out here.
Really tight.
Brian gets no action on his
Really
ace.
tight fold, baby.
I'm counting on these guys behind me getting crafty, you know?
Patty sniffed it out.
You should know. I don't get those aces.
Me neither, but when I do, everyone pulls around the pad.
All right, hand 110.
You're gonna take the screen and be like, oh, wow, holy shit.
110 hands. Wow.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a 4-hour period. They took a dinner break. I mean, it's like 30 hands an hour.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for a stream game. That's up
And a
there.
big game. Big games always play slower.
Yeah, and I think they've all been playing pretty fast. Even on the slow hands are fast.
Yeah, that was too much.
The thinking is more like
I didn't make
30
that.
seconds and not 2
I had
minutes.
King set
Right.
offsuit. It, like I said,
Which makes for a better game.
It
it
does.
looked like aces to me. With my
I mean, obviously, there's points and times in the night when you're facing, there's that pivotal hand or the pivotal spot that you're fine giving. It's just when giving them as much time as needed. It's just when it's repeated over and over and spots when you're folding, and it can be brutal at times. But I think poker has made its way through that
slow period.
That slow period, yeah. It was cool in 2016 to wait 20 seconds before you even looked at your cards, and then not so much anymore. Okay, we have a $230 pot here on the turn. Dan with the best hand and a pair of eights. Aces and eights now. Check, check. Dalal has nothing. Dan shows, and another pot going to Dan. And Dan's just nickel and diamond here.
He's playing well.
Winning a lot of small pots, and it's showing now here. Up 14-23.
Let's play a big one before we go.
Third biggest winner.
The last one?
No.
Almost.
Close.
If you do it, I'll do it.
Dalal down to $600.
Peer pressure.
Starting to get some racks to move over to the other table. A few hands left, though.
Almost every time.
See if we can find another big, interesting one here before they move. And I see the 10, 5-5-10, 20-40-80. I mean, so if there's a way to find a big one, it's
trying to finish the last stream with a big one.
Brian under the gun here. It's just a shame to pick up nothing in these spots.
Yeah.
And your first card just is a 4. You're like, God damn it.
I don't care what the other one is.
We are over to
Even when I knew.
Aaron, maybe?
4-bet from Jack with the Dolly Parton hand.
So Jack does just open here. Where's Jack? No, Jack is the blind 80.
Oh, okay.
And so Dan does open the 6-5 of hearts. Peter with Jacks again. And I think this time we're going to see 600. I don't know.
There you go.
This is a great spot for Peter and Jackson. And a hand you're never folding ever in a million years.
I don't think he's going to get any action either.
No.
Just picks up dead money.
Wow. Dan calls.
What do I know? Dan's getting a little sticky here.
He is. I see a heart. I see red.
It's an all-red flop.
Oh, open ender.
Flops an open-ender with a backdoor flush draw.
And again,
all unders for Jack.
This is a dream spot
all in.
For Peter, and obviously Dan's never folding. With a snap call, you're pretty happy to see a draw. You're worried about 10s, 7s, 4s.
2 times?
How many times? Twice. Twice? Okay, we're doing it 2 times.
Twice. I feel like I heard it
We got
twice.
$10 more.
All right, let's see if the Jacks can hold.
I feel like the Jack's just going to go brick, 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 brick.
I feel really good now.
8's no good.
Okay. Who am I to say that?
And the second board, so Peter's going to need some help here.
Chop? Or did he get there twice?
He got there twice.
Oh, he hit an 8. Then faded a diamond. That's unlucky for Peter.
Yeah, that was a rotten one.
33% scooping that pot 10% of the time.
Wow. That one seat's been brutal.
So that was a 90-10 situation for Peter.
That was a brutal one. Not gonna lie, I mildly feel bad for that one.
Last one,
Just-
then we're going to the normal.
Yeah. I mean, Dan obviously did nothing wrong. It's just crazy that he's been playing pretty snug all night and then decides to go with it with the 6-5, flops an open ender, gets it in bad against an overpair, and then just drills 2 8s on the turn and has him drawing dead. Actually, drills an 8 on the second board, which is a 7-outer, and then fades 9 diamonds.
Yeah, you did.
That one seat, you're right.
The one seat has not
nothing you
been
can do.
not been very good. For
So
him.
now Peter's played jacks twice, folded when he had the best hand,
Yeah.
then decides, screw it, I'm not going to fold, gets it in and loses twice. Poker is a cruel game.
It's not fair. But I will give the man credit. He stands tall. He's back in there. Not going to give up yet.
Brian opening the king 8 of clubs, and I say open, he's calling, and it's causing a limp train. Dalal in there, 10-7. Peter calling with king jack. Meech in there with a weak ace. Pat in there with a suited queen, all the way over to Kang. Same queen 6 without the suit. And then we have crazy jack, who gets no option, and would love to make it 700 here. But instead,
he can't.
We go 6 ways to the flop. Jack's like, why can't this be live?
Very specific. Very, very specific.
Jack 10-3, couple clubs. Brian, a flush draw.
Dalal with 10. Peter with a jack.
Wow, check, check, check. And now Jack with a 3 and the nut club draw. Brian with the king high flush.
Oh, yeah, this could be good.
Brian also blocking both ways for the straight flush.
Yeah.
7 of clubs, no good for Jack. Queen of clubs, no good for Jack. Which doesn't give Jack very many outs.
Thank you.
Jack bets it out 150. Brian just calls.
Slow
There's no
playing.
reason for him to raise here.
Nope, and there's so many other people that could have so much behind them. Peter's got a jack. He ain't going anywhere. Jack and a gutter ball. It's holding. People don't have flushes, especially against Jack and Brian. This is the last hand, folks, I think.
5 of spades is a wet napkin on the river. Jack misses. Peter with just top pair.
Peter checks. I don't know if Jack's going to use his ace of clubs or not. Checks. Brian reaches instantly and bets 300. No thought given. Might get a call from Peter.
Yeah. Kind of stuck in the middle here.
Peter calls. And now Jack's like, I wonder if I make it 1,500. Ooh, Jack's like, ooh, Jack wanted to hit a club there so bad.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this game. It was fun to comment with you all, and hope you subscribe and like the channel. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you want to play in this 5-5 game, or just come out and play any of the charity games with CCG Poker.
4 V-pips over 40. That's
4 V-pips
over 100 hands. That's pretty
solid game.
It's a good game.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody.